Hi everybody, I was asked yesterday to create a small tutorial video about how I use Google Forms to create my students' progress monitoring tracker. I love doing it. It's a system I've used for a few years now. Something that's great about it is it's all electronically there for you when you need to access it. So for like quarterly harvest or end of the year or annual, when you're renewing the student's annual IEP, there's no digging up a bunch of binders of paperwork. It's right there. You can also use it as a discussion piece when you're collaborating with your team or with the parent. It allows you to create graphs, so it's very user friendly and visual for the people who might not understand how progress monitoring and all of that works. There's a lot that goes into it, but all I'm really going to explain to you guys today is how to create the form so you or your ESP, if they feel comfortable, can input the data at really quickly and easily, so it takes one more thing off your plate. So if there's anything that I don't describe in detail enough for you guys or anything you have questions about, reach out to me, Facebook, email, whatever works best for you, and I will do my best to get back to you and respond. All right, guys, good luck. All right, everybody, so I have pulled up Google Forms using my Google Apps. The first thing that you're going to do is you are going to create a blank template. This is the most basic template. There's nothing really there for you except for just the basic structure. Eventually, when you're done with this is what it could look like. This is for a reading goal. Now keep in mind, my reading, writing, math, and behavior goals all look a lot different, but this seems to be the easiest one to start with. So I'm going to use this as my guiding one to discuss this with you. So if you come over here, the untitled form, this is where I usually put the student's name and the goal name. Right here is where I put the actual IEP goal as it's stated in the IEP. Next, what I do is I put the date. That tells me what date that progress monitor was created or done on. So you come over here and you can change these options to whichever answer you want. I always do the first one as the date, and then after I do that, you slide over here to this plus button. This plus button is where you're going to add more questions in. So you're going to hit this. Now, you can select whichever one of these makes the most sense for you or your goal. I typically do the short answer. With behavior, I might do some more of check boxes or something like that, but typically I use the short answer. So we'll hit short answer, and this is going to be objective number 1. And then your short answer will be your data. This, you're going to add another question, come back up to short answer. This is objective 2. Next, objective 3. Make sure to change it to short answer. And then if you have anything else that you need to include in this, I encourage you to add another question. You look over at my sheet, I have the date, the level of the passage, because this is written at his instructional reading level, so that won't be on grade level. So I have the level of the passage, and then objective 1, objective 2, objective 3, and objective 4, and then I include notes just in case the student's behavior was off or they missed lunch. You know, a lot of stuff can contribute to how the student performs, so just to make sure to track that stuff too. So I'm going to put notes at the bottom because I also ask if my ESP is the one progress monitoring and she feels comfortable enough putting in this data, I'll have them put their name here so I know that that person did that progress monitor in the event that I have questions about it. So once you're done creating your Google form right here, you can come up to here and you can play around with the colors or the themes and make it pretty whatever you feel like. So when you're done creating your student form, like John Doe's over here, you're going to come up to this eyeball that says preview. This is how you actually use the Google form. So you're going to hit the eyeball, and there it is. John Doe reading comprehension goal, his goal, the date, level of the passage. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to fill this out as if I had progress monitored today. So he does not. He is a fourth grader that doesn't read on grade level, but maybe he's a second grade halfway through the year. Student will state the main idea of the text. We'll say 50. We'll say 0% accuracy. The key details of the text in sequential order. 40. I'm going to go ahead and just toss some data in here. Probably doesn't make any sense because I'm putting random numbers in. Great day today. All right, so I'm going to hit submit. Now, it says your response has been recorded. So you're going to come up here and you're going to close this screen out. And now on your template or your original form, it says responses 1. I have my first response. So right here is summary and individual. I honestly don't ever use this. What I do is I come over into create a spreadsheet, and it's going to say select response destination. Create a new spreadsheet or select an existing spreadsheet. I know some people that I've shown this that they do an existing spreadsheet and then have all of the students' goal data on one collaborated sheet. But you can do either. Create new spreadsheet is what I'm going to do. And it automatically opens up this spreadsheet. Now, you'll have to manipulate this sheet a little bit for it to look nice. I always hide this column A because that timestamp doesn't mean as much to me as this date, because I might not be putting in the data right when I had given the progress monitoring probe. And you also want to make it look nice, so you're going to come through. There you go. Now, eventually, when I have more than one data point in here, I can actually create, oh, forgot to go to preview. I can actually create a graph that shows the data and how the students grown over time, which is really beneficial. Something that I love the most about doing this. So when I hit submit, it's going to automatically move it onto this sheet, which is really great. And then you can come up here to insert chart, and you can create a quick graph. And eventually, this is kind of I'm not going to spend the time adjusting it so it makes sense, but it's that easy. So you can input a graph really quickly if you want to. I hope this helps you guys. If I went through something too quickly or if you have questions, please let me know. Thanks.